What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I haven't done this before. I haven't really gone through everything that I really hold. Now, I don't plan on doing it specifically or even showing you exactly of everything that I do have. Maybe talking about some things in depth, some of my top positions, but more or less understanding uh, diversification. Diversification is insanely important. So important that I think when you look at traditional investments, when you talk to or talk about or review or research Warren Buffett or Dave Ramsey or anybody's investment strategy, or even looking into your 401k, diversification is insanely important. Having a lot of something will give you the chance to succeed as long as you are investing into reasonable things, right? So, what I want to talk about is the amount of crypto coins that I do have, because that is diversification at its finest. If people take a guess on how many coins I do have, you watching the video, the title says it all, so you know exactly how many coins I do have. But if you were to take a guess without looking at the video and anybody's crypto portfolio, you would think that they would probably have maybe 10 at max, 10 different cryptocurrencies. Because when you think about it, not a lot of people can name 10 cryptocurrencies. Actually, if you are any beginner in crypto, even if you're somebody that's a seasoned investor into cryptocurrency, it may be a little tough to name cryptocurrencies off the top of your head. Like, obviously, I've seen a lot. I can name a ton. I can go down a list and name the ones that are on the top 25, probably without fail. But the thing is that you always want to have your investments that you're investing into, right? Not like you're investing into Bitcoin because someone else told you about it, right? You're investing into Ethereum because someone else told you about it, right? You're investing into things that you've researched, if that makes sense. So the things that you believe in are the strongest investments that you should have. So when I go through my portfolio and I say I have 134 different cryptocurrencies, one, I had to go and count them myself in order to figure that out. And two, how many of them are positive right now? Especially with where the market is, which is very interesting because I've been investing in crypto for quite some time now. So that's eye opening. If you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to check out my link for BTCC, that's a phenomenal platform that I've been using for over a year. And if you use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,055. You can get up to 40% lower trading fees. And they're doing a giveaway for anybody that signs up, deposits, and trades. You will be entered in that giveaway to win 375 USDT. They're giving it out to 2 winners. So get over there, sign up, deposit, and trade, and you will be entered for that. But speaking of crypto, again, I have 134 different cryptocurrencies. And it's on various platforms, right? It's not just on one platform. It's on Coinbase. It's on Kraken. It's on Coinbase Wallet. It's on MetaMask. It's in Ledger. It's on Crypto.com. It's in, I've traded with Jupiter, right? I'm trying to think of other platforms that I do have because I do have other platforms. I probably mentioned Kraken, that too. But basically, you have all these different platforms that I'm diverse on, as well as Uphold. I'll put that one out there. Where I have 30 or 134 different cryptocurrencies in my possession. Now, I'll be honest, 100 of those cryptocurrencies are on Kraken, to where I invested in 100 different cryptocurrencies to have $5 invested into there. Some of them blew up to $30, $40, even $100 per coin. And some of them went down to being half what they were worth, or even a quarter of what they were worth. And some, one or two, went down to being worth like a penny. So just wanted to see that out of the altcoins that are listed on a major exchange, how I would be able to make a lot of money from that. With those, with investing into lower end cryptocurrencies that were like a $200 million market cap, which isn't crazy low, but it's low for a top tier exchange, you know? So I did that 100 different cryptocurrencies. Now 34 other cryptocurrencies are on other places which are more legit, I would say, cryptocurrencies like an XRP, like an AVAX, like an ADA or an Atom or something like that, right? These are plays that I truly do believe in, right? Jasmine Coin is another big one that I talk about consistently. CRO, another huge one I talk about a lot. The reason why I do this, right? You want to have a full portfolio of various things. Risk with large reward, less risk while still having some risk, right? It is cryptocurrency. But then more consistency and top players in the game. And most of my money is invested into some of those top players, like an XRP or like an AVAX or like an Ethereum or whatever. But small amounts of money, like I did with the $5 per cryptocurrency, that's a total of $500 for 100 different cryptocurrencies. And you have the ability to change one of those going from 5 to 30 to $100, which then is making up 20% of that portfolio, right? But then you also have the ability to see that $5 shrink down to less than 1 cent and be completely gone. But it was made up by a lot of the positivity that's there. And that's what I saw, right? 5 different cryptocurrencies made up any type of negativity that we did have. But let's talk about overall looking at crypto. Since I started investing, getting up to 134 different cryptocurrencies, how many of them are positive? Well, if you can take a guess actually in the comment section before you even get into the next, before I say it, let me know what you believe, how many are positive for me. I'll give you some time. Or you can pause it, or you can do whatever you want. But 124. So I have 10 cryptocurrencies that are positive out of 134. And, 5 of them have come from this portfolio for the 100 different cryptocurrencies that are there. Other ones are break even. I'm not counting any ones that are close to break even that are a little bit over. If it's like 0.5% up or 1% up, I'm not even counting that. Anything that's like majorly up or majorly down, right? So ones that are 20% up or more, maybe that could be the case. For things like Jasmine Coin, I'm up on that. Things like XRP, I'm up on that. And things like Ethereum, I bought at a $1,200 level, right? Things like Solana, buying at less than $60 price point, and then obviously adding more as you move along. But there's many things that I'm down on, but it's not concerning, right? Because cryptocurrency, and not in my opinion, but as you see it, is a speculative market. Is a market that not everybody fully understands, and also there's not a boatload of money or the amount of money that we believe should be flowing into there yet, right? This is where the cryptocurrency market is right now. The cryptocurrency market is at a $2.36 trillion market cap. It's up by 4.6% today, which is great. Bitcoin um, is up by 5.3%. You have XRP that's up by 3 or 4%. You have Ethereum that's up by 7%, which is great. You have a Solana that's up by 9%, almost 10% at a $85 price point. You have many things that are up. Bitcoin Cash is up by 11%. Humanity Protocol is up by 38%. Kite that's up by 20%. Pi that's up by 18%, and so on and so forth, right? There's a lot of opportunity, and there's still, even though things are up, there's still a lot of growth left in the market. But the main thing, or the main message I want to have from this video, is the fact that you need to diversify in anything that you're investing into. But if we specifically focus on crypto, you need to diversify. You need to have things that are top quality cryptocurrencies, according to the market, according to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. But then you also need to have ones that have a little bit of risk in them, because they can make up for some of those negative plays, or make up for some of the bad ones that you have. And a lot of that risk can pay off to where it's a small risk, high reward. High risk, you want the moderate reward or hopefully a high reward as well. For cryptocurrency, I feel like it's a weird situation because when you're in the stock market, you have moderate risk, you have a moderate reward, right? You're going to see those rewards that happen. For cryptocurrency in general, you invest into something like an XRP, it can still have a lot of risk, right? Even though it feels like it's a moderate risk compared to everything else in the market, but you have a large reward potential because crypto is so speculative. Um, so that's the way that I look at it. But it's interesting. 134 different cryptocurrencies. I did this with a credit card video where I have, 26 credit cards and talked about my credit limit and why I have it and all of that. But it's pretty straightforward why you would invest into more cryptocurrencies as you see the market, as you see the successes in the market. It's pretty straightforward. You diversify because there are risks. There are other use cases that can play out, and you never know what's going to be the biggest use case there. Some might not even have a use case, like a Shiba Inu or like a Pepe. It might just be a meme coin, and that may be the largest risk that you play, but could also be a huge reward. So I want to know what you guys think about the crypto market and how many cryptocurrencies do you currently own? Have you ever taken the time to count them? If you haven't, or if you don't own cryptocurrency at all, why are you even here? Right? But anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.